if you have funds in a retirement account and you're interested in investing in real estate, there are a number of different ways you can do that with your retirement funds. You can buy a rental property and own a rental property. You can do fix and flip real estate. You can invest into limited partnership syndications where you have no day to day role or responsibility. You're just looking at a project that a larger group's putting together, putting your money up for that project.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I'm excited to be here today. I have a fantastic guest with me. And listen, I'm going to let him tell you in detail what he does. But I will say that if you're looking to make your retirement dollars, how to get them to be in your own hands and for you to be able to put them to good use, this is the guy that you want to talk to. And so I'm so excited to introduce you all to Mr. Corey Daharsh, right? Mr.
Yes,
Corey
sir.
Daharsh. Got you, man. How you doing today, sir? How you feeling?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you, Q. Just looking forward to speaking with you and giving some good education and content about, again, the real estate investment space for retirement investors.
I love it, man. So listen, brother, I want us to get started. I just want us to dive in. I want you to tell people what your main focus is these days. Corey, if you want to give us a little bit of an origin story of kind of how you got into it, we love origin stories. And then, if you don't mind, tell them what part of the world you're in. We love to know geographically where you are. And so, Corey, sir, you have the floor, man.
Sure, awesome. So my origin story is pretty much I started in high school, being really interested in banking and finance and just financial literacy. I have younger parents, so I kind of had to teach myself these types of things in my eyes at a young age. So high school is taking accounting courses, and I took a business management track. Put myself through college for a business management degree and a few classes short of an accounting degree. I decided my senior year I just didn't want to be an actual accountant. Um, Spent a few years working for a tech startup after college, and then found the company I work for now, Advanta IRA, as I wanted to get back into banking and finance. My jobs in undergrad were as a bank teller and various things in major big name bank, and then the college's credit union. So I found Advanta IRA wanting to get back into banking after that small stint in the tech startup world, and I've been working for Advanta for nine and a half years now. So I've done a number of different roles with Advanta IRA, and right now what I do is educational content and networking and account setup. So a lot of my day to day is teaching people how to use a self-directed retirement account, teaching people that it even exists, how easy it is to get one started, and that type of thing. And where I'm geographically located, our company's based in Florida, which was where I was born and raised. But in 2020, I moved up to North Carolina. So I originally moved to Asheville, and then about a year and a half ago, I moved over to Charlotte. So I'm in the suburbs of Charlotte right now.
Love it, man. Love it, man. So I know you told me, man, if people want to take their retirement dollars in their own hands, how can you help them do that?
Yeah. So, what I was explaining earlier to you just before we got started, there's a few big misnomers about self directed investing. The first one is that it's going to take such a long time to get the account switched over and get the account started.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
It takes about a week to a week and a half from the first conversation with me until an investor is ready to actually place their dollars into an alternative investment, a real estate syndication, actually close on a piece of property, go to a tax deed and lien auction, various different things you could do with a retirement account, even private money lending. So be a mortgage lender with your retirement account. Takes about a week to a week and a half from the first conversation till the account's ready to make the investment. And the other big misnomer is some people think that it's going to trigger a taxable event or they're going to have a tax consequence for moving from their existing IRA or their former employer sponsored plan like a 401k or a 403b or a 457. That is also not the case. The only reason or case that you would have a taxable event is if you're actually choosing to do a Roth conversion in the process of moving from your existing retirement account to a self direct account. And that's something that's outside of my jurisdiction. That's more so that actual investor's choice based on their own CPA, tax preparer, own financial guidance and advice. If it's better off for them at that point to switch from a traditional or tax deferred account to a Roth so that the growth they're generating is completely tax free moving forward from then.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Corey, I want to dig a little bit into you, man, and how you're wired. I heard you say you was interested in finances and stuff in high school. Like most kids playing baseball, basketball, football. So when I know it was in high school, but what made you kind of lean towards financing? What is it about you in the way that you're wired that you saw early on? Like, hey, this stuff kind of makes me passionate, makes my gears go. Like, what is it about finance that really turn? I don't want to say turn you on. Maybe that's a little too strong of a word, but get your gears going. You know what I mean?
So I did play sports. I played football and I ran track in high school. And as I was getting, the transition between sophomore and junior year, where you've got most of your core classes knocked out and you're starting to hone in on what electives and what actual interests you have, I had absolutely no interest in going to anatomy class and dissecting cats and things like
Yeah.
that. I was more so like, let me get into a path where I can learn something that's going to help me later in life. How to balance a checkbook and how to be financially responsible because as I stated earlier, I've got younger parents, so financial stability isn't something I saw in my household from a young age, and it's something I knew for me to better prepare myself, I needed to take my own steps and effort to learn those types of things because I didn't want to. This sounds drab or weird, but I didn't want to just end up living in my hometown my whole life and working a dead end job. I wanted to find ways to teach myself and educate myself to be more prosperous and expand my wings, if you will. So, taking accounting courses and I was always kind of a math type guy. I always excelled in algebra and those types of classes. So, putting pen to paper and actually learning how to do the financial side of math, if you will, just I don't know, it struck me pretty hard at age what 14, 15, transition from sophomore to junior year.
Yeah. Wow, man. So to me, and you tell me if I'm wrong, it literally sounds like to me you're a forward thinker. I mean, at 14, you're thinking about what you want to do in the future, and even what you do now, you're helping people plan for their future, right? To make sure that they're secure in the future. So it sounds like to me that you are a person that is kind of forward thinking. Is that fair to say?
Definitely so. Definitely
Yeah.
so. I'm very much like a go-getter, a action-oriented and growth-based mindset type person. I developed that through, reading pseudo self-help books and just different things to always perpetually grow and never feel like I'm on a plateau with my personal interests, my artistic hobbies, anything like that. I've always kind of wanted to push myself to the next level or the next limit that I can set for myself.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. That's good because I actually had to transition from being fixed mindset to growth mindset. Like sometimes I would hit that wall. We talked about the word analysis by paralysis. That was me, man, for a long time. And I actually had to actually grow myself into the confidence to say, no, you can be a growth mindset type person. So I appreciate hearing that from you being, since you was 14. That ain't been my story, Corey. Like I had to grow into a growth mindset. So I appreciate you sharing, man. Let me ask you this. I know as we grow as humans, even when we grow in our businesses, sometimes we face adversity. So how does adversity look in your world? Is it people giving you kind of false information, people not giving you all the information? Like how does adversity kind of shape itself in your world? How does it come to light in your world?
Yeah, I mean, in my space, again, I'm dealing with a lot of people that are just interested in learning more about self-directed accounts or getting started. So, a few different adversity points that I face are people getting told from their financial advisor, "Oh, it's too risky or too volatile to switch over to a self-direct account," because those financial advisors have a vested interest in these people keeping their money with them, where they're charging points or interest or flat rate fees for the amount of money that they're investing on behalf of that client. Whereas a true agnostic financial advisor should say, okay, what's going to make this client happiest? Keeping a portion and diversifying a portion into these alternative assets like real estate, because setting the base plate, those financial advisors can't let you, their own compliance constraints won't let you invest into real estate, whether it's a limited partnership syndication or issuing a private loan to be a mortgage lender, or buying a piece of rental property with your retirement account. You're allowed to do all those things. You always have been allowed to do those things. But those advisors tend to put up a wall because they want to keep their money, your money rather, in their hands. So that's one aspect. And then two, you kind of hinted to it there, some people come to the table and say, "Oh, I've got this investment strategy and plan I want to do," and they'll give limited pieces of information to which I have to decipher and ask additional questions and break things down just to make sure before I get someone set up with an account that everything they're looking to do falls within the IRS's rules and regulations and compliance. So to that effect, I've got what's called a CISP designation, Certified IRA Services Professional. I've held it since 2018. So I'm an expert in what the IRS does and does not allow, how they manage and maintain these accounts and rule over them. I have been for the better part of 8 years now. So I kind of have to put everything I hear from a client through a lens and ask additional questions to make sure they're not trying to intentionally or negligently slip something by me that's going to become an issue in the future for them.
Man, again, that analytical brain been working since you was 14. So I know now at this point, it's like, yeah, you got the tools, you got the certification, and then this is how your mind works. So I know you're good at sifting different things out that people put in front of you, man. So let me ask you, Corey, what's the next real goal for you? Like, what are you looking to do next?
My next major goal is a little bit more speaking at national conferences and things like that. I have done it over the past few years. I've traveled out of state and across the country and participated and spoke on the stage in front of hundreds, if not small thousands of investors at conferences. But just ramping that up, doing that a little bit more often. As of right now, it's about 2 to 3 times a year. I'd like it to probably be around 5 or 6 times a year, and just getting out there, networking. I do network locally. Anything where I find an investor group within about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive. I'll usually go and check out and meet and shake hands with new people. But getting more on the national stage in my space, it's a very niche space. There's only about probably 10 or 15 companies doing what we do. And obviously, I've been with my company for almost 10 years now. I really pride myself and our company and where we stand in our space and industry. So just getting out in front of larger crowds and sharing my wealth of knowledge and education to that.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Absolutely. So you actually walked me right up to the next question I wanted to ask you and the topic about relationships. So I know you're getting out, you're networking, so you're building relationships that way. Of course, with your clientele, relationships that way. So I want to know about relationship building for you. Is it important? Do you put a premium on it? How do you build relationships with clients, with networking, even like personal coaches and anything like that? So just give me your perspective when it comes to relationship building, Corey.
I am definitely more relationship building oriented than true, Zig Ziglar sales method oriented in my position. I very reluctantly switched over to a sales position at first. So my mindset from day one has been, let me be a good steward of my industry and of the education that I possess and have honest and open conversations with people. If it's gonna be a good fit for them and help them, great. I'm happy to help. If not, no hard feelings. I want to share the best information I can because I'd rather walk away from that conversation with someone not feeling like I'm a used car salesman trying to push them into some product, but giving them fair, honest feedback and information and letting them walk away from that conversation saying, hey, this guy didn't try to force me into anything. Maybe I'll tell my friend. Maybe I'll tell my sibling. Maybe I'll tell a family member that could benefit better than I could in that situation. And that's done well for me in the form of building client relationships, building referral partner relationships, just general relationships by way of just being an honest and genuine human being rather than like I'm going to try to sell you on this product and I'm not going to take no for an answer. That's just it's never been my mindset or my way about things.
It's funny because as you was talking, what I was hearing, I actually wrote it down. You're not leading with stale tactics. You're actually leading with leadership and authenticity and honesty. It's like, listen, I can help you, and I will show you how, but I'm not going to sell you more than. Let's see if this is organic. Let's be honest about it. I'm gonna be integrity, have integrity. Show you I can help you, but I'm not trying to sell you. I'm really going to show you where I can really help you. And that's what it sounds like to me. That kind of like is more your approach.
For sure. I think the product sells itself when someone understands thoroughly, and my job's to help make them understand it thoroughly. And you hit on the word leadership earlier as well. I do try to kind of have that type of mindset as well. Again, I played sports in high school, and I actually took leadership courses in college as well as some of those accounting electives to try to build that base for myself. In addition to just general business knowledge.
Love it, man. So listen, Corey, is there any subject that we haven't touched that maybe you wanted to talk about? Or is there any kind of words of inspiration, education, or motivation that you wanted to give to people? If there is, I would love to hear.
Yeah, I hinted briefly, but I'll just reiterate. If you have funds in a retirement account and you're interested in investing in real estate, there are a number of different ways you can do that with your retirement funds. You can buy a rental property and own a rental property. You can do fix and flip real estate. You can invest into limited partnership syndications where you have no day to day role or responsibility. You're just looking at a project that a larger group's putting together, putting your money up for that project, And those are usually 5 to 7 year cycles. You could do tax deed and lien investing if you don't have enough money to actually buy a property. Those are smaller barrier to entry investment strategies in the real estate world. Or you could do private lending where you set the terms of the note. You can lend secured by a physical property. You could lend to a friend or a family member a smaller amount. There's a number of different ways you can do that. And then from a advice standpoint, or for lack of a better term, just general feedback, one of my mottos or mantras I live by is do what makes you happy, not what makes others happy with you.
Mm,
Um, so in that regard, if you're not happy investing wise with your money in the roller coaster of the stock market and you're learning more about real estate, or you've already done real estate investments with your savings, why not at least diversify and put some of your money where your mouth is, if you will? Invest into these asset classes that are, like I said earlier, have been available for you since day one of retirement accounts. You just didn't know so because you haven't heard someone like me speak about it. By way of, your retirement dollars, you can do what makes you happy and not just say, oh, I've got money in the stock market. I don't know what's going on with it right now. You could say, oh, I own this property on the other side of town. There was a distressed property. I was able to buy it, renovate it, put a family in there, give them a great value, generate some great returns from my retirement account. You pass away in the future, you get to leave that to your beneficiary, leave it to your son. Generational wealth can be created through these types of products and these types of investment strategies.
mm. Corey, man, thank you, sir. I appreciate all this information and nuggets that you're dropping. Listen, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
Yeah, LinkedIn. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. It's Corey Daharsh, CoreyDaharsh. My email address is just my first initial and my last name at advantaira.com. And yeah, just either email me or hit me up on LinkedIn. Those are probably the best ways to get a hold of me. We can set up a phone call or just exchange emails, whatever works best. Again, I'm based out of Charlotte, so I'm on the East Coast, but I do kind of work around clients on the West Coast. I've dealt with clients in Hawaii, which is like a complete time zone difference, but whatever works, we can get on the horn and figure out what I can do to help you.
Absolutely. Well, there he is, Mr. Corey. Sir, I just want to say thank you for your time. Definitely thank you for your story and you sharing. Thank you. Definitely thank you for your perspective, your mind, the way you think, and bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate you, sir.
Really appreciate the opportunity, and hopefully, I'm able to again just bring some piece of knowledge to people so they know a little bit more than they did before they listened to us.
Absolutely, man. I'm sure you did. So listen, you heard Mr. Corey. He's giving you the value. He's telling you how to get in contact with him. So definitely get in contact with him. But definitely make sure you are subscribed here. We're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Corey. So thank you again, sir. And to everyone else, y'all have a great day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.